Hey everyone, welcome back. This is Matt and Steve SC, bringing you some more StarCraft. This is the Ever OSL Run of 4. Of course, this is the game 4 between Shine and... who else is playing this? Oh, Movie. Shine and Movie. So, Shine forcing Movie to a 4th game. Sorry, it's actually been some pretty long games, so starting to get a little tired. But it's great that we're able to see a 4th game. You know, Shine not going down without a fight, so that's good to see, especially after the big players that Shine's knocked out. You would expect him to put up a fight against Movie, you know, but definitely, yeah, Movie showing us again that he's a pretty strong player. So, what map's this going to be played on, Matt?
This is on Fighting Spirit, another big 4-player map, and a map that makes it generally easy to hold 2 bases and a little tougher to... Actually, no, I'm sorry, I was looking at this map wrong. This map, it's actually fairly easy to hold multiple bases. So, one thing that I thought I was going to mention, so this is Game 4, so this is going to decide who plays Flash. Well, this is going to can decide if Movie plays Flash, or if Shine wins, he'll have to go on to the final map. What I'm trying to get at is that the final map, if it goes to Game 5, is El Nino, which, again, Movie beat Shine on, but historically is a far more Zerg-favored map. So it'll be interesting after these 4-player map games that we've been seeing here. You know, we saw El Nino, then Heartbreak Ridge, and then 2 4-player maps right here. The transition back to a 3-player map, if that happens, is Shine going to be able to pull it off and take it Zerg advantage? Now, you'll notice this map is huge. You can just see from the bottom there the distance between the players that... you know, usually means we're going to see well, unless there's some sort of cheese, generally a longer type game or a run by or something like that. That's one thing we've seen. Movie has done a really good job with his walls. There have not been any sort of run bys or anything like that, or any sort of kind of early junk to mess around with. Let me see here. And looking down there, I don't know. I'm just really interested to see. I mean, Shine, he was successful with Mutalisks harassing in the beginning, for the most part, even though he didn't do as much with it. So I'm just interested to see if he's going to try for something like that again. I think he should go for something like that, as long as he can try to keep Movie out of his base and keep the scouting out of his base. So, and we'll see. You know, if this is one place you can see on the left are the minerals. It is easier for a Zerg runaround. If they can, Zerglings can get back, they can go around the left side, around the minerals of the secondary expansion, or they can try to rush through before. I don't know, I'm talking a lot about Zerg run-bys. But I like to see what I call KY Zerglings. I like to see them lubed up and ready to squeeze through any sort of gap they can get into. And that was very unnecessarily sexual reference. Steve, go ahead.
Looks like pool going down. Actually, a 9 pool for Shine, I think is what it was, or probably an overpool.
Why do they keep showing this douche?
So, pretty quick pool. So, it looks like you may have your wish. We might see some early mutas or something like that. I actually think that, from what I've seen from Shine, when he does get early mutas, or when he uses a lot of mutas, that's really his most successful unit. He's very comfortable with Mutalisks. He's very comfortable with his muta harass, which in other games we've seen is very good. And, you know, again, I gotta keep going back to the games for Stork, because Stork is a really good Protoss player. Granted, he's not that, you know, Zerg is his worst matchup. Showing the Tornado there, or the Typhoon, if you don't know, I do have it down now, Shine is known as the Typhoon Zerg.
That's right.
And that's actually...
which is a water tornado. Wait, no. Is that
I
right?
actually don't know what a typhoon is, because I live in California.
We don't
don't have typhoons because
I'm
the
looking
weather
that up right now.
is so amazing. So it looks like Movie is going to come in here and not do any damage to the drones, really, but to at least see what's going on. He's going to be able to see that the hatchery was a little bit later. But for the most part, yeah, I think that if Shine does get mutas, it'll be it's a good strong point for him. Yeah. That said, though, something like 2H mutas or something like that probably is not going to work on this map unless his timing is just perfect, because their cross positions are so far away. So yeah, I don't think that really lends itself to aggressive builds unless you're going for something all out, like, you know, proxy something like proxy gateway or something in the middle of the map. That could work on a 4-player map, but at this point, I mean, Shine hasn't actually even scouted him out, I don't think. No, his Overlord went to the right. Movie does have his cannon or 2 going up, but we do see Zerglings running across the middle of the map, but I don't think they're going to make it there in time. Yeah, first cannon's up, so as long as Movie pulls his probes, or, yeah, he's pulled his probes and he put down, it looks like probably a gateway there? Yeah, probably a gateway to the right. So, sealed off the right side and has his probes there, so he's going to be fine against those Zerglings. So we're not going to see the run-by that you wanted to see. But anyways, it looks like Shine does have a 3rd hatchery going up, so he has at least put a little bit of pressure on just to let Movie know that the Zerglings are out there outside of his base. Not that it really matters much to Movie, but so at the initial stages he does have a little bit of map control. But meanwhile, he hasn't taken care of that probe, which is just sitting in the base there. Oh, the probe actually got a kill.
Yeah, huh. I believe so. They haven't selected. I saw some blood on the ground, or maybe that.
But
was
Movie, he's keeping his probe in the main base there, but he hasn't seen the third or anything. So unfortunately, he doesn't know about that. But again, like you said earlier in the other game, the late lair or the lack of tech can be an indication. Oh, and it looks like he's not going to be able to get down back to that natural. Shine smartly now finally taking out that probe. So at this point, if Shine wanted to go all Zerglings or something and just crash in there, he could do that. But I don't think that's going to be Shine's plan, judging by that third hatchery location.
Yeah, I'm actually... a lot of times, you'll see something like this, and when it's the third game, you'll see the player in the lead go for cheese move. So I'm actually, with Movie's record, surprised he didn't try to go for anything like a proxy gateway or something like that. But we didn't see it. So on to something I'm sure you guys all care about, and I have to say this so we don't get a million comments for it, although some of you have probably already written out your comment as to what the definition of a typhoon is. A typhoon are regionally specific names for a strong tropical cyclone. A tropical cyclone is the generic term for a non-frontal synoptic scale low-pressure system over tropical and subtropical waters with organized convection and definite cyclonic surface and circulation.
So basically, I still don't know what a typhoon is.
I have no idea what a typhoon is.
Thank you for that definition.
I just want to let everybody know. Yeah, well, because people would be like, oh, here's what a typhoon. Oh, you guys are dumb. Here's what a typhoon is. All right, cybernetics core spinning as it may. We are seeing the gateway go up as well as the citadel. So we might be seeing a DT attempt here by Movie coming out, which would actually be pretty cool. We haven't really seen him do anything in DTs except for, I think, the second game. He did minimal harassment with one DT that got maybe 5 drone kills. So I would be interested to see that. He has kept a scout out of his base, which is very good for him and very bad for Shine. So yes, I'm hoping we see some sort of maybe a Bisu build. Maybe we see a Corsair DT build here doing some harassment. I think that could be very, very effective on this map, especially if he runs his shuttle down there to the bottom right base. If he runs his shuttle down there and finds that base, he could almost totally take it out. And there's now a second hatchery being built there. So that's something we'll have to see if Movie, I'm sure he's smart enough to scout it. But especially when he gets his Courser out, he'll probably scout that bottom right base. And if he can take out that bottom right base, or at least do a lot of damage with DTs or otherwise, then that'll give Movie a firm lead in the game. So.
Yeah, Movie I don't think has actually scouted that third base yet. He is going to see the third hatchery here. He's not seeing there's a second gas is what they're showing. No second gas yet, so he should expect another hatchery somewhere on the map if the second gas is not up. And we saw actually Shine putting down his 5th hatch now, so he is going for that 5th hatch, probably typical build and get a bunch of Hydras, at least opening, 5 hatch opening, so strong economy opening. In the meantime, Movie has put up 1 cannon, so it's being a little cautious, and he has built a second gateway, so yeah, we are probably going to see Sares and DTs, as you said, I think, because we did see the +1 going for the Sares.
Right.
So that could transition into some Reavers or something like that, but it's not like a Sare Reaver opening. We didn't see the robotics facility or anything like that, so yeah, probably going to see some DTs wandering out on this map, and like you said, I think this is a good map for it because the third base is so far away for Shine. So,
yes,
yes, he's cross positions for Movie. Oh, Movie carelessly losing 1 Sare there, or I should say, Shine doing a good job of moving that Scourge and killing that Sare there. And that is important because the DTs rely on those Sares to get rid of those Overlords. And interesting, he's pushing out this little force here and just revealed the DTs right there, so that's unfortunate actually for Movie. Now Shine is going to know the DTs are coming, he can move Overlords in place. You can see that Overlord now moving back towards that base there and getting a sunken up there, so that kind of sucks for Movie. Probably shouldn't have revealed that. A relatively strong push though, considering Shine is not going to have a lot of units right now. All he has is drones. Probably going to build some Zerglings. There's the Zerglings now. If he can take on that Dragoon, he does try to surround the Dragoon. Doesn't quite get it, though. I don't know if his Sunken's going to be up in time. It looks like he's building an Evo Chamber to try to block there. Overlord is there, so he's going to see the DTs, but he doesn't have any units to hold this off. And just drones popping out! That's not good. Going to lose quite a few drones here, and if this Sunken goes down, he could try to surround the Sunken with the drones, but it's a little too late. Drone just getting massacred by the DTs here. Sunken is going to go down, and this whole base is going to go down, just collapse for Shine. Shine's Overlord getting killed. Shine doesn't have any units. He's probably just got, and drones! Only drones moving across the map. Shine just collapsing here into the pressure. Really good push by Movie. Shine even knowing it was coming with the DTs, but it was a little too late. He didn't have any Sunkens or anything up, so just playing really greedy with the 5 hatch build, and unfortunately,